Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Conk and I will be your 7th grade science teacher this year. I hope everyone had a great summer and you're well rested and ready to get back to work. I'm really excited about the new school year and I want to welcome you to 7th grade life science. I am originally from New York. I have 2 grown children and 6 grandchildren. And I've been teaching in Manatee County for the last 24 years. My degrees are an associate's degree in building and construction, a bachelor's degree in education, and I have a master's in science education from Nova Southeastern. This year in science, we're doing all life science, which means we will start, as always, with the nature of science. We will look at cells and their structure. We will look at the organization and classification of living things, photosynthesis and cellular respiration. We'll look at human body systems, ecosystems, and then finish up with a unit on heredity and genetics. My classroom is set up where each day students will access materials that are appropriate to their level of learning. Not every student will be learning the same thing on the same day. Instead, students will access the course materials on Google Classroom. They'll watch instructional videos that I have created for each lesson, and then they'll navigate independently through the course, which will provide me time to work with students that need more challenge or that need a little help with certain lessons. So students will gain a real understanding and mastery of the content. They will, for each lesson, work through this process where they will look at the material, they will do independent work, they may have to do some revisions on their work, they will be given the opportunity to reassess and reflect before they finally take a mastery assessment. Progress to the next lesson is based on mastery of the material, not on completion of previous lessons. I use Google Classroom to manage all of the resources that we use. There's 2 parts if you haven't looked at Google Classroom. There is a stream, which looks like this, and the classwork page. So the stream is where I will post all announcements for upcoming events and assignments. On the classwork page, I will post all of the resources that students need. And grades will be determined in the following way. I assess is 50% of the grade, and that includes tests, quizzes, labs, and projects. I can is 40% of the grade, and that includes classwork and INB checks. And then finally, I practice is homework and participation, and that is 10% of the grade. For the most part, homework will be an extension of classwork, but on occasion, if we're working on a big project, then students will have some regular homework to do. We also collect a $5 lab fee, and we use that money to pay for consumable STEAM and lab materials. So we would greatly appreciate it if you could send that in the first week of school. Parents, if you want to keep an eye on what your student is doing, the progress that they're making. It's really important to check agendas in Google Classroom for assignments, check Hero for behavior, and regularly check Focus to see what your students' grades look like. Before school gets started, you can sign up for the parent portal in Focus and sign up for Blooms. Blooms is another tool that we use to communicate with parents. Any information that you need on the dress code or school policies, school procedures can be found at the RMA website. And I will be sending home a course syllabus the first week of school. And I will have detailed information about grades and procedures and rules and all the policies, all the things students need to know for my classroom specifically. Please make sure to read over that material, to sign that document, and then send it back to school, and we will keep those in our folder all year so that you can refer to them. So, like I said, I'm really excited for the new school year. I can't wait to meet everybody, and so I will see you next Tuesday. Take care.